Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing his Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, Haywood.
Shotgun now for Wentz. But it's brought in by Washington. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. On a man down, and it's Sanders. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. Trey 15.
A first carry for Elijah McGuire. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc. Because they ended up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Sweetie! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And now a fumble. The ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On first down, here's McGuire. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz completes it to McGuire out of the backfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They're going to need some therapy after
Wentz now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This will be caught just inside the 10. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Snap.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Down. 8, read. Gone, gone.
Johnson running right. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Look at me. Go, go. Hey, Orvin. Get it.
On second down, Johnson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Bunch formation. Hey, high 7. 31's the mic. Here we go, D. 31's the mic. No chance. 5.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's caught by Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shit, shit. Check. 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 Switch. Tighten up. Hey, lock it. Shoot.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Lions first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Lions 0.
Ready to break. Mike is 59. General West. I got you, son. Mike, go.
On first down, Herbert. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Here's Wentz to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there. And
down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Returning, it's Benjamin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
36-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you. Check it back. Go.
Off play action. Herbert looking here for Smith downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now Wentz. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Again, it's Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit. Here we go. Lion.
They run on second down with McGuire, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
58 to Mike, 58. Alpha.
Now Wentz again. It's caught by Aguilar. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And that'll set them back 5.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal.
They still playing soft. Done. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check, check. Fresno.
They'll try the left side with McGuire. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Wentz toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 8 yards out. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch. Go team, spill. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, alert 3. Topper.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Box drop. Fire.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jannard Avery coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
74.
To throw is Wentz. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more...
It's caught inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
Here's Johnson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready up.
59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Good.
Mike Buck 9. Mike Buck 9.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Pilot, 64. Weak.
13. Check 13.
Ready.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Mike's 59. Stay with your man.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
Super toe.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They give to Johnson going right. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ready? 8, read. Go, go.
Off play action. Herbert. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They'll get 7 out of it, but it brings up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. Sunday. 280. Let's find 7. Any day. 58, right over there. Hey, Delta. 58, right there. Here. Come on, QB, come on.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz. A quick throw here. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. You got nothing.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And this one complete to Smith. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 43 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
120. Black, come on. Listen.
A give to McGuire. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Get wide. Lefty.
McGuire will try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 52.
Great. Ram.
Kill.
Forward, Tokyo!
Wentz to throw for it on 4. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night as they have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A very solid gain of 27. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He's got Smith here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Check 24, check 24. 31's the mic.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Kill.
80 weapon.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Hey, watch the slant.
Bravo.
Mike 50. It's our time.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jesse James there to make the grab as his guys have now moved out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. So left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
Go. We're calling. Push him back. Push him back.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Hey, dude. 14, 82, 14,
Now Wentz. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to work. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
make these babies. Sunday. Watch here. Five. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wentz to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
To number 89. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember the rules. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's McGuire. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and inches, Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches.
Hey, empty.
He can run for it, and he will. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. They go with the ground game, pick up the 1st, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Wentz will try again on second down. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Wentz to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. It's a touchdown in overtime. And they are marching on to the